stay bouncing me. The system I've got your body won't get me.
So last night went pretty good.
Oh, this looks good. This looks very good indeed. Basically, you've got to find it in the bin and like put your hand to it and see if it's still cool or not.
Got a multitude of cuisine here. Oh, crayfish and avocado, very nice.
Lovely.
First, you think, when you think about it, you think, oh, it's just going to be like a couple of loaves of bread, some crisps. So it's not. You're getting whole boxes, unopened boxes of crisps. You get whole like selections of chocolates, everything you could want that you could go shopping for. You know.
I mean, it's free, which is quite good for the bank account.
I also go skipping if I know people chucking stuff away, so I don't waste money. You can always get, I mean, how I find it's best to do it is I can get stuff to bulk stuff out, and it really depends with what you get. I mean, if I go to somewhere like Eat or Pret a Manger and I skip loads of sandwiches.
Right, okay.
That's wicked. Me and my housemates have got lunch to take to uni or something for next week, and they never keep massively well, but for a couple of days they're good.
And it's like, why can I do this now and get this for free out of the bin? Like, what's the taboo on that? You know, a plastic bag isn't that dirty. Just because it's black doesn't mean that it's going to be full of shit.
So, the best natural stuff you want to use at home, made today, gone today, which means this hasn't been bought at all by a human being.
So was it quite, did you feel it's quite a sustainable way of living? Skipping for food, do you reckon you can...
Yeah, it depends where you are really, there's good skips. I mean, like some skips in Brighton, like Summerfield, are brilliant. They'll just have everything, sometimes even alcohol, but I mean, like some skips aren't as good.
Right, this is Eat Skips, which gets done to death every day. So, let's have a rummage. See? That's a bad sign. These broken up bags say that people have already been like having a look through, and if there was anything there, that was once, and it's certainly not again today.
No.
So I don't want to get my hands dirty on the account of that myself.
At the moment it is legal and it is a crime. If the police catch you doing it, they can arrest you for theft and charge you for theft. So you do need to be careful. They do stuff to deter you, like putting like blue dye over all the food. It's not actually poisonous or anything, but...
Have you ever encountered any interesting ways to avoid people skipping?
Yeah, well, Marks and Spencer's for starters throw blue food dye to deter people. Yeah, and they used to put bleach on them, but then there was a case where it was illegal.
We don't have access to them at the moment because they're obviously doing a loading or a load out because they've got the shutter doors open over there. So
right,
it's a no-go.
So we can't get in?
No.
But freeganism is kind of a different thing because you're supporting, because financially you're quite happy to support vegetables and you're quite happy to, I suppose, eat things like meat and fish, but you're not happy to support the industry.
Yeah, like I won't buy meat from a supermarket, but I will eat it from a bin because there is no consumerism demand. It's only really sort of sentient beings that I care about. It doesn't really matter. Like the actual fleshy thing doesn't disgust me. I used to eat meat as a kid, like so it doesn't really matter if it comes from a bin. So that's why I'll eat. So it's quite nice being vegan because I get the chance to eat meat. So yeah, but I wouldn't eat it otherwise.
I don't know, done in the dark. You know, there are people who do really benefit from the food. You know, at the moment we're overfishing the seas and we're going on about climate change and how we're importing too much like foreign fruit and veg, but we're chucking so much stuff away. I think it really demonstrates how wasteful we are as a country.
Well, like some fields skip actually on up by the seafront is like right opposite the police station, and what do you call it? Like one time they drove past us as we were coming out with about 10 people with like all big bags, like just as we were coming out of the skips. So it was like, yeah, it was very late, but like they just stopped, got out, and they're like, "You haven't been skipping, have you?" Like when they clearly seen us been skipping, and we were like, "Oh no, just carrying some food home," and they just let us go. It's quite funny. So I don't think they really care about it that much.
Why do you think skipping's getting more popular?
signs of the times, I reckon.
If it became a really big thing, they'd crack down on it. And I think at the moment, especially around this sort of area, you've got you haven't got much pressure on anyone. You know, people are doing it all the time. There's a select group of people. They go into bins, they get their food out, and do that. You know, they don't take everything. They take enough of what they need. You know, but once everyone catches on to this, it'll become a big thing because people will be like, oh no, recession, come on, let's get free food. And once you do that, then they've really got to crack down on it, and no one will be able to do it.